While the impulse to water more in the summer months might seem logical for your grass and plants, your landscape may not need it. The SNWA recommends you monitor your landscape and only add watering days as needed. That means you could get by with watering just a few days a week in early summer and work your way up to 6 days a week in the hottest months.
In summertime, like in May, June, the nighttime temperatures are still cooler. So you don't need to water, you don't need to jump from 3 days a week basically to 6 days a week, especially for grass. You can kind of gradually increase your watering. So we always suggest go from 3 days to 4 days, kind of monitor how your landscape is doing, and you kind of gradually do that as we work our way into the hotter months. Drip irrigation, obviously, you don't need to increase to 6 days throughout the year, actually. In the summertime, you can get by with watering 3 or 4 days a week, especially for trees. Bushes, you can get by with for, same thing, 3, 4, maybe 5 days, but you don't need to go to 6 days. So the biggest thing is, you just gotta monitor your landscape and see how the plants are doing and how they're responding to what you're watering. But the biggest issue we always have with residential people is they jump up to like the 6 days, whatever our maximum watering is, and we don't need to do that. You kind of gradually work your way up through the summer.
As you balance smart water use with your landscape survival in the heat, these tips can also help manage your water bill. First, set your sprinklers to use what we call the cycle and soak method. These short watering cycles help avoid runoff. The Water Authority recommends 3 sprinkler cycles of 4 minutes each, spread over several hours before sunrise, to give most lawns the water they need, when they need it. Turf areas that are shaded or protected may need less water. The time of day you water is important as well.
In the summertime when it gets really hot, it's obviously very critical to water as early as you can. Ideally you water before sunrise. At that time, most of the water gets into the plant roots. For the grass, you get most of the water into the plant, to the grass. Also, you don't have evaporation, if there's wind occurring, all those things kind of happen once the sun comes up. So ideally you want to water before that, as early as you can.
Remember, watering between 11 a.m. and 7 p.m. May 1st through August 31st is prohibited. Also, no watering on Sundays is allowed. Now, if you have stressed or dried out areas, feel free to take a handheld hose to those spots. It's more efficient and it is permitted under watering restrictions. If you have plants and trees watered by drip irrigation, listen up. Watering every day can lead to overwatering, which puts a lot of stress on your plants. With drip, you can water less. The trick is to run a longer cycle, but less frequently. Drip systems vary from home to home, but the SNWA recommends one drip cycle anywhere from 20 to 90 minutes long, depending on the flow of your emitters and the type of plants you have. You won't need to water more than a few days a week. In our sweltering July and August heat, you may opt to add a watering day or increase minutes on your existing drip cycles, but resist the temptation to overwater in the summer. Following seasonal watering restrictions is necessary to support water conservation efforts. Now, we realize some older irrigation controllers are not as intuitive to use as newer models, but don't be afraid to push buttons on your clock or dust off the manual to learn its basic settings. At the very least, you should know how to change the clock with daylight saving time and set which days to water your landscape. You should also know how to set the run times for your sprinklers or drip system. Maintaining your irrigation system is just as crucial as changing your watering schedule seasonally. Since sprinkler malfunctions are a common source of water waste, check your sprinklers weekly in the summer. Briefly turn on each watering station and look for broken or misaligned heads. Check drip systems as well and look for broken or clogged emitters and cracked or broken tubing. Exposed drip tubing is extremely vulnerable in the harsh summer sun, so bury lines or cover them with mulch. For more summer watering and maintenance tips, check us out at snwa.com.